I got this question a week or two ago. I'm finally getting around to it, and I actually really like this question. I think it's a good one. It says, "Hey Mark, curious if you ever look at your YouTube stats, the average age of your viewer and such. Might be interesting to share." And I do look at those things, but I've never thought of sharing them. So great idea. Thanks, Ping. All right, so this is a high-level overview page I get for the past 30 days of viewers. What I've learned here is that people have listened to my southern ramblings and put up with my ADD and less than proper grammar for about 500,000 minutes in the last month. I'm an engineer. Did not do so good on the SATs in the English and grammar section, but physics, math, science, I aced all of those. 63,000 views here in the last month, 439 new subscribers. And if you think I'm getting rich off of making YouTube videos, you are fooling yourself. I will estimated make $164 off of my videos for this month. I could stop making YouTube videos and spend this time instead probably repairing 5 or 10 things a month and make 10 or 20 times the amount I'm making off YouTube videos. These videos take a lot of time, I'll be honest. I can restore, I restored a turntable this past weekend, and it took me about, 4 or 5 hours in it. And if I'd have made the video, it would have been 7 or 8 hours. It adds a couple hours to the process, no doubt. Okay, it doesn't matter how I sort it or slice it or dice it. If I look at watches in the last day, if I look at views in the last month, views over the last year, my Deoxit Demystified video gets more watches per day, week, month than any other video. Even when I post something new on a given day, I still get more views out of this Deoxit Demystified. As you can see, for the past 30 days, it got 7,500 views, which is considerably more than a lot of the others added up. And believe it or not, it's kind of odd. Some older videos I've made, like Pioneer SX850 and Macintosh MC240, get more views than something I've posted in the last week or two. So pretty interesting there. And what's so crazy about that Deoxit Demystified video, it should have been an Ask Mark video. Somebody shot me a note one day asking me when it was safe to use this stuff and when it wasn't. They had heard different rumors about that, and so I just sat down on a Sunday, made the video, and it has been a huge sensation. This is probably my most eye-opening stat. My average viewer across time, if I slice it for a month, a year, it doesn't matter, average viewer watches around 8 minutes. So I'm not sure if that's just the attention span of the viewer. It probably is. And maybe they're watching my whole video, but they're breaking it up in chunks. Maybe they watch 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there until they get it finished. Or what I don't know is, are they starting to watching it for 8 minutes and saying, wow, I'm bored and I'm going to shut this video off, and they don't finish watching it. So I'm not sure, but it's led me to believe that shorter videos may be better than longer ones, although I really enjoy making the long videos. I've gotten to where 30 minutes is my max. If it gets more than 30 minutes, I cut it off and make it a multi-part. But maybe that should be more like 10 minutes. I'd love your thoughts and feedback on that. And that's kind of why I did this Ask Mark series, to try to get a bunch more 5, 6, 7, 8 minute videos out there, just to kind of pique users' curiosity and answer their questions. Okay, this is a little bit of a mixture of overall stats and 30-day stats. These stats up top here, the 1.319 million viewers, I think is an overall stat. And I have 9,241 subscribers, and I'd like to thank every one of you for being a subscriber. It sincerely means a lot, and it's why I do this stuff. I'd love to see that number hit 10,000, so share my videos. In the last 28 days, we have picked up 439 new subscribers. I'm sorry. See, I'm not sure about this. It says 439 subscribers, but we gained 515. It does make sense. We gained 515, but I lost 76. Why am I losing subscribers? Help me understand that. Maybe it's these dumb videos where I just ramble. I'm not sure. Okay, I learned a little bit on this one too. This is kind of a breakdown of how people find my videos. And believe it or not, it looks like the mass majority, 52% of my viewers, find my videos by the suggestions that YouTube gives you. When you first crank up YouTube on your phone or bring up the app, it gives you all these suggested videos to watch based upon videos of similar type you've watched in the past, and looks like that's how people find me. I actually thought more people would have found me by searching for, I'm looking for a video on Macintosh, or I'm looking for a video on tube amplifiers or something like that. But it looks like the browse feature comes in second at 16%, and YouTube search at 10%, and then links and other things on down the line. All right, I thought this was kind of interesting too. 48% of my viewers watch, or 48% of the watch time is done via a computer. Looks like this one really shocked me that the tablet was way down there at at 16%, mobile phone 17%. The one that shocked me was kind of the TV, people using Chromecast, Hulu, whatnot to actually get this content up on their TV, maybe a smart app within their TV, on a smart TV for the YouTube channel. But yeah, 86 or 18% of my viewers are watching me on their TVs, which I think is pretty darn cool. These stats have always been a little surprising to me. It kind of shows the geography. So 54.6% of our viewers come from the United States. 30% come from an unknown region. In other words, somebody has set their browser to not share their location or their phone when they're watching. So those could be from anywhere around the world. Then it drops way down to 3% in the UK, 2.3% in Canada, 0.4% in Australia, 0.2% in Norway, and it just goes down into little slivers of viewer time. So my guess is a large majority of those 30% of unknown regions are either in the US or the UK. And so I just thought it was interesting stats. A lot of audio heads in the US, it seems like. All right, I want to talk about lack of gender diversity. We certainly have that in my viewer segment here. As you can see, 1.9% of my viewers are female and 98% of my viewers are male. So I kind of said here, no surprises, sad, but when I went through electrical engineering school back in the 80s, there were 2 females out of about 90 in our program. And one of those was a retired lady who was just taking one degree program after another. She was kind of a professional student, and she was a physics, I think she had a doctorate in physics. And she was just picking up an undergrad degree in electrical engineering just for the fun of it, basically. So doesn't look like much has changed since then. And last but not least, probably the most disappointing set of stats among them all here is the age of our viewers. So as you can see, the mass majority of our viewers, well over 30, probably 33% here or so, are ages 55 to 64. So maybe people reaching retirement age that have more time to sit around and do these types of hobbies now. Good chunk here at 45 to 54. That's the bracket I would fall into. Some in the 35, but as you drop down below 35 years old, the numbers start getting pretty dim, that's what scares me a little bit about this hobby. Is it just going to die out at some point, and I'm going to become one of these 65-plus-year-olders here making videos, but I'll have no viewers because all of the people that were ahead of me will have all kind of passed along at that point. So I don't know. We'll see. It kind of makes me worry about hoarding and collecting all this gear, all these tubes, audio equipment. I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on what these stats mean to you in the future of our hobby. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope this was interesting to you. It certainly was for me, and we'll keep them coming. Thanks.